One beautiful person and one old goat live here. Isn't that a nice sentiment? All right, well, today is a miserable, rainy day here in Pennsylvania, but we are sitting outside of the Goodwill in Hanover, and we are about to head in and see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit. Here we go. Well, it looks like they finally got all the Valentine's Day stuff out. When I was here the other day, they were still putting everything out. Some cute planters here. Lots of baggies with teddy bears. There are some old roller skates. Looks like there's a $5 tag on there. We wrote $5 in permanent marker. Goodwill is charging $12.99 on those. It would make for some good decor, but I don't know if they're functional any longer. Well, the shelves are just kind of bare today. Probably be a pretty quick trip to the Goodwill. It's pretty neat. This is $9.99. Made in China on the bottom. I really love the glaze and I love those ears on that. I think it's made to look vintage, judging by that pretty modern made in China sticker on the bottom. I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a really cool decorative piece. I feel like if I just leave the made in China marking on the bottom, I could probably sell that in my booth. I think we're gonna sell it. Here we have another empty aisle, it looks like. This is really cute. This is a little puppet. Oh my goodness, look at that. It looks like lamb chop. $2.99 on the lamb chop puppet. That is so adorable. I think I'm gonna buy that out of nostalgia. And maybe like I'm gonna tease Laurel a little bit. She's gonna have no idea what it is, but that's okay. Kind of weird. BWS 1983. I don't really know what's going on there. It's just kind of different. We have some coasters over here. I always check these over to see if they're silver. I think that these are silver plate because they're clearly marked silver plate. Usually when they're silver, they're marked sterling. That looks like it might be Le Creuset. It is for $4.99. This is, I think, a utensil holder. I might look this up. I think I sold one of these before, but I'm just going to double check on the value of that. So it looks like one here sold for $20. So this is only $4.99. I think it's probably worth picking up, and I want to leave it in my cart. We're gonna cruise around the corner here. I'm gonna head down to the wood section and then down to the glasses and cookware. Looks like this little girl is hanging off of a cliff. Thank God the dog and her brothers are there to pull her back. Jen. It's just kind of weird. Inspire. Alright, not much in the wood today. Oh look, here's some more little children falling off of a cliff. Of all the shelf sitters, I wonder why they thought that this one was a good idea. I'm not really seeing much here in the wood. One thing I've noticed about the wood section is there's always these inspirational plaques. Like a friend is someone who understands your past. And hello beautiful. A little country is good for the soul. Adventure awaits. And then over here you have just plain old country kitchen. There's a little bit of inspiration for everyone. A friend is forever. So if you're ever feeling down about yourself, just come over and visit the wood section of Goodwill and you'll feel a little bit better about yourself. But on that note, we're going to go head over towards the cups and the cookware. Alright, so here we are in the cups and the cookware. There's a lot of mugs over here. I usually do a quick browse through the mugs. That is something international, but it's Bethany Beach. That's very specific. Makes it hard for resale. Pure One Imports. Usually when I'm looking at mugs, I'm looking for studio pottery mugs. That's just a personal preference. There is value in mass-produced mugs, but that's usually not my thing. Oh my goodness, will you look at those? I did not realize that they were reproducing the spaghetti figures. That's actually kind of surprising to me. So this is $3.99. You can see that made in China sticker on the bottom with the barcode. I used to have a collection of spaghetti figurines, and I didn't realize that that was something that they decided they were gonna reproduce. I don't know, it's very cute, but I'm gonna shy away from that reproduction for $3.99. And this one obviously is missing an arm. Alright, well on that note, I think I'm probably gonna get out of here and head on down the road. I wish I could have found a little bit more here today, but the shelves are kind of bare. My hope is that they're, stocking up. Maybe they did a cleanse. But this here is going to be great for St. Patrick's Day, which we have coming up. I'll probably stick it in my booth. Obviously, I'm going to leave the Made in China sticker on there, full disclosure to whoever buys it. This will probably sell online. And this, I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. I love that it's lamb chop. I grew up watching lamb chop. Laurel's going to have no idea who that is, but she may think that the vintage puppet is fun. So stay tuned for that. But let's get out of here, and I think I'm going to take off to an antique mall. I was just literally walking out the door. I paid for all my things, and I noticed these two artworks here, $4.99 and $4.99. I feel like I need to get back in line and pay for these. I absolutely love them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually get back in line, and I'm going to buy some artwork. Never done that before. But those are fantastic, so let's get back in line. All right, well, when I was here yesterday, it was kind of a bust. So I've decided to come back and give it another try. So we're gonna head in here at Hanover and see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit. Here we go. All right, it looks like a little puppy friend without the hand is still here on the shelf. Little Oreos. Ceramic wannabe milk glass. There's an art glass bird. Seems to be in good condition. It's $4.99. This one is likely made in China, but I'm still gonna grab it. Probably about 18 to 24. I'm just checking the beak. There's a little bit of a rough spot, but it's not chipped, so we're gonna grab it. This looks interesting. It's signed on the bottom. It's not Campbell. Looks like Pittman. I like the glaze. It's similar to Campbell, so I'm going to stick that in there. Here, this looks like it could be crystal colored Viking. Is it? I have the persimmon one in my window at home. It looks very close. I think I'm going to grab that. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. Let's see what else we can find. This is like some steampunk skull. Oh, what are these? These are coasters. Oh, those are stone. I thought they were glass. I'm not as into stone as I am into glass. What can I say? There's a soapstone hippo. I've talked about these before, and the reason I don't pick them up. They are made in Kenya. We had a really close friend who lived with us for a while who was from Kenya. And he would go back and visit Kenya, and he'd bring back these souvenir pieces, and I was just looking at them as souvenir stuff. So I just don't see very much value in those, so I don't bother picking them up because we would get tons of them. Here we are in vases. It's always worth a peek because that one time I found Murano over here. I haven't found any since, but I always just hold on to that little glimmer of hope that maybe I will find Murano in the vases, but today is not that day. Here is a snack set. You have your snack plates, 2 cups, and the lid to a maybe chocolate pot. So there's some pieces missing there. One beautiful person and one old goat live here. Isn't that a nice sentiment? Kind of cute back there. Oh, it's a drink dispenser. Far International Corporation. I thought that was going to be a canister. You guys know I have a thing for canisters. I looked at this the other day. That has a bunch of chipping on it. Those are already done knockoffs. Size matters. That's like a whole coffee carafe. Here's another punch set, Lexington punch set. This is the second complete punch set in the box that I have seen today. It's a shame that not very many people use those anymore. I see them at Goodwill all the time, so if you are looking for one, check your local Goodwill. Those are kind of fun. That is more soapstone, it feels like. And then I can't believe this is still here. That's actually surprising. I thought somebody would have scooped up that piece of art. There's a tray with butterflies on it. I know that's vintage, but it's pretty rough. There's a tray with butterflies on it. Somebody hand painted that. Although you guys know I really don't need any more trays. I have so many at the shop. It's kind of stupid. I need to start moving them over into my booths. These are neat. Those are stands for like casserole dishes and stuff. I like the form of them. These are cool decorative baskets. $4.99 and $6.99. I kind of like those as decor pieces. I know they're likely contemporary. But those are neat, aren't they? Huh. I wonder if those would be worth picking up. This is something my parents would have to collect the eggs from their chicken. Kind of makes me think of that. I don't know. Maybe I'll grab those. Those could probably go in our booth. They have the right look, even if they are contemporary. That is a vintage litho dollhouse over here in the toy section that I never come to, and I'm just like, hey, maybe today's the day, and here we are. So the dollhouse is unfortunately $30. And then the furniture is all priced separately, which is kind of a bummer. I don't know if it's worth grabbing since it's all priced out separately. It was all like one bundle for $29.99. I would probably grab it. Back like 12 years ago when I first started picking and shipping wasn't what it was today, I would actually buy and sell these and ship them, but now they are oversized, so it's a little bit more expensive to ship them. So I don't do much with these. If I bought it, it would go in my booth. I wouldn't really mess with it otherwise, but it's still really cool. This is great though, isn't it? Look, it's like King of the Squirrels. Never seen such a thing. What is that back there? It's kind of cool. It's blown glass. It's not cool enough though. Alright. Well, I think on that note, I'm probably going to get out of here. Tonight is family dinner night, and I don't want to spend too much time just circling. That's what's happening right now. I'm just circling. Alright, well I will put my total spend up here for you guys because I don't recall what I spent. But we got some cool stuff today. I'm actually excited about that fish to see if it's Viking. I know that the clear Viking can actually be valuable, which is surprising. So who knows? We'll see. If it's not Viking, it's just a clear fish. Also, kind of cool. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here now. I'm going to head home, and I will see you tomorrow. So on. Gosh, this would have been so great. I love this little birdie. Beak is broken on that. I've had these before. This is $4.40. I've actually had this exact one before. $4.49. I forget who makes these. They're like sun catchers. I'm gonna leave that behind though. These, I've seen the bigger version of those. I think they're made in Italy, maybe. España. Maybe they're made in Spain. A giant paperweight for $9.49. This is Dynasty Gallery. I picked up a giant teapot from Dynasty Gallery recently. Dynasty Gallery is made in China. I think it says it here. Yes, China. In very small print. This is kind of a cool black and white. I don't know, $9.49. I feel like I could double my money on that just because of the size and the decorative aesthetic of it. So I'm going to grab that for $9.49. This trinket box here looks English. $3.49. Prestige, made in with nod. This reminds me of the, I can't remember the pattern. But there's an English bone china that has a very similar look to this. Obviously, that is not it. That has way too many chips on the edge, so I'm not going to bother with that. That is Deruta for $6.49. Stick that in there. With love to you, there's a small trinket box for 99 cents. I love trinket boxes. I have a thing for trinket boxes. I just can't help myself. There is some Satsuma over here. I kind of like the design on that. It's got a little bit more detail than a lot of the Satsuma. This is all geisha. I'm sorry, geisha wear, not Satsuma. It's all geisha wear. I don't know what I'm talking about. There is a made in Germany toothpick holder. Handle is just so much fun. It is $6.49. He is adorable. I'm like, oh my gosh, Shelson, really a candle. I know it's what I'm thinking in my head and it's what you're saying out loud, but I just really love that. I love the colors of it. I think I'm gonna grab it. That's really pretty down there. $8.49. It is reverse painted, but I like the design of it. I think that's really pretty for Valentine's Day. That would look nice in our booth. Here there are some mushrooms, $6.49. There's no markings on that. I wonder who makes that. $6.49. It's a little puzzling. I feel like I'll grab that just because of the mushrooms. Here's a bunch more geisha wear. It's actually everywhere. Somebody must have had a collection of geisha wear. This matches that sugar that I saw earlier. I've never really gotten into the geisha wear. I just never saw much value in it, so I don't really mess with it. This is kind of a unique shaped dish though. So this one, I might grab this. It's kind of a cool shaped dish. The others are just saucers. I don't know, this one looks like it might have some age also. So maybe there's some age to these. I don't know. Yeah, marked Japan. Now over here, I kind of like the pattern on that, but those are contemporary. This is a pretty dish. That is Noritake, 99 cents. Nice little trinket dish. There is a bag of Talavera salt and pepper shakers. There are 2 sets in there. Maybe. Oh no, it's just 2 salt and pepper shakers? I don't know. I'm a little confused. It's $9.49. Looks like they're little, I don't know, they're little jars almost, like ginger jars. I think I'll grab those for $9.49. A little spendy on that bag, but I do well with Talavera, so we'll pick it up. I was hoping to find another baggie full of Wheaton bottles, but I guess it's not in the cards for me today. That is a very sweet tile. Alrighty, I think we're going to skip on to the next Goodwill. We're just going to jump from Goodwill to Goodwill today, I feel like. Alright, well my total spent at the West Patrick Street Goodwill today was $53. And I got a few things.